Hey guys, it's Abby. Welcome back to my channel. Video, I thought it would be really fun to introduce y'all, if you were not aware, to the F1 lifestyle. I have been an F1 fan for about 2 seasons now, and I spoke about this in a previous video. I am a McLaren girl through and through. It would be fun to read 2 F1 books today and see how they compare to my knowledge of F1 that I have. Very minimal. I am just a girl. And then we possibly continue this series with other type of sports, like we could do hockey, romance, baseball, soccer, football, whatever you may have. So if you guys like that idea, leave me a comment down below. 2 books that I have so far, and one is a cult favorite. It is Throttled by Lauren Asher. This is the first book in the Dirty Air series. I believe there are 4. So if I like this book, obviously I'll continue it. The second book I picked up in our Bookish Month wrap-up video, which is coming in hot. This is a steamy age gap workplace romance, so I'm very excited to read this as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Good morning, angels. So it is the next day, and I did not pick up a book at all yesterday. I had so much work to do. Also sorry for my little pimple treatments I have going on, but we are going to start by reading Throttled today. I want to get at least 100 pages in. How many pages is this book? It's up there. So I definitely want to get at least 100 pages into this book. I know nothing about it, just that it's F1. See, I have something to do the next couple minutes of work, and then I think after that I should be good for a little bit, fingers crossed. And I'll check back in with you when we start reading this book. Literally on page 8 reading epilogue, and we meet Noah, the Formula 1 driver we're going to be following in this book. And his dad was also a Formula 1 driver, and his dad's a piece of shit. I don't like him already. Ooh, I really don't like the dad. Gross. Okay, so now we met Maya, our female main character for this book, and her brother just got a call from Noah's F1 team offering him a spot to drive. Enemies to lovers? I'm here. So her brother bought her a camera and she wants to like vlog F1 races, so I'm assuming she wants to be an influencer. Same girl, same. Just not an F1 influencer yet, am I? I am now on chapter 5, page 44, and Noah's down bad. His brother cost Noah the world championship 2 years ago, and he's now signed to be on the same team as Noah. And Noah did a little whoopsie where he insinuated that Maya was sleeping with Noah because he didn't know they were related, and now Noah's determined to get with Miss Maya. Excited. The banter, Loki, Maya, is me. Take that with what you will, but it's 11:30 now, so I'm gonna finish reading up into my lunch. Then I'm gonna eat, probably continue reading, and then my afternoon is full of meetings. So I'll check back in when there's been more progress. Okay, my lunch is almost over. I am now on chapter 9, page 84, and it is so fun to put like real drivers on the grid this season with people that are in this book. Like, I'm reading this book and I think Noah is Charles. I think Jax, who's on McCoy's team, is Lando. Like, I'm loving seeing like behind the scenes. Like, also they talk about the sprints, they talk about practice rounds, they talk about qualifying, like the behind the scenes look about what actually happens in F1 just romanticized, and it is so good. I am down bad for Noah. I understand Maya completely, and it's so fun. I hate that it took me this long to read it, but definitely think this is going to be like a series that I'm rushing to finish. So that's all I have to say right now. They just got to the Chinese Grand Prix in Shanghai, had a little gala where they had to meet some other race drivers, and Maya ended up meeting Sophie, who is the team principal for the team her brother and Noah are on, and they're like best friends. I'm hoping we get more of Sophia in this series and this book, but I am loving this so far, and I'm not even far into it at all. Okay, it is now 5:31. I just got done with majority of my work for the day, so I'm gonna call it quits where I am. I'm not feeling the best, so I'm not going to the gym tonight, but I am gonna go walk on our treadmill in our garage for a little bit and continue reading Throttled, or at least try to see if I can walk and read at the same time. I haven't read since I updated you guys. I'm on chapter 10 now, page 97. Our goal for today is 200, I think, or 100, but if I get 200, we might as well make it 2. But, you know, at least 50% through this book is what I want to get to by the end of today. So, I'm gonna put my walking shoes on and head out into the garage and get some steps in, and I'll see you after. So I actually just opted to do my walking pad instead. So Maya is starting to vlog more, and she's vlogging in the cockpit, and Noah helped her with the video. He's down bad for her. I love when like badass men are down bad for girls. Favorite micro trip probably. But I just finished chapter 10, so obviously we're on to 11 now. This book is so freaking cute, and like it's getting spicy because like Noah will make comments in his head about what he wants to do to Maya. Good morning, everybody. It is now Wednesday. Yeah, it is now Wednesday the 6th, and last time I talked I told you I got 50% through this book and I was gonna try to read more. That didn't happen. I am exactly 50% through this book on chapter 19, and I decided last night I needed to rewatch Hamilton, so that's what I did. But Noah is getting more adventurous. He's getting more vocal and more performative about his feelings for Maya. They actually just agreed to go on a date together. And they just had their first kiss, 50% through this book. But the tension in this book was so good I didn't mind that it was like a slow burn. But I definitely am going to try to knock this out today or tomorrow. I could probably get a good chunk done tonight. I don't know if I can finish, but I'm always up for a challenge. But I'm going to continue reading. It's almost 10. I'm gonna do some more things for work, and then I'll probably read throughout my lunch break and then in between my meetings, as I said. So let's get to it, chickens. So the date didn't go great. Like, it went great, but Maya stood up for herself. And Noah. Noah did a bad. And he got drunk, did some regrettable things, missed practice sprints, qualified P14, ended the race P8, and Maya was at the padlock waiting on his balcony because she saw the mistake he made the previous night. Would be as good as what we could have, but this is why people like you never have happily ever afters. You're so jaded you can't see the best things until it's too late. Queen, but there has to be resolve. There has to. I hope there's resolve. I don't know what it is about this book that is making me so freaking giddy. I'm now on chapter 26. This is so fun. This is so good. I'm hoping that the next book in the series is about Sophie, who is Noah's team's principal's daughter, and I hope it's about her and Liam. It's so freaking good. They're gonna try to be in a relationship with each other, but Maya doesn't want her brother to know until after the world championship is complete, which, like, is fine. And Noah even said, like, I don't think you're a dirty little secret, but, like, if this is what you want, then I won't tell him. I think we're about 75-ish% through this book, so I'm definitely gonna get this done today. This is just so freaking fun, and I like so upset that it took me so long to find this series and want to read it. It's just so good, and I'm really excited to start the next book too. It's not the same in the same series, but I'm just really freaking excited. One thing we should note is Noah and his dad, who was also a driver who sponsors the team, is a piece of shit man. I don't know if I already said that. He decided to tell Santi about Noah and Maya dating, and Santi's not happy. Understandable, whatever, I guess. Santi just punched Noah's dad for calling his sister the C word. And then Santi tried to like pull Maya to like, we're leaving, and she said no. I'm in awe. Lauren Asher, I am in awe of you. You are simply amazing. They have red cars, so in my brain this is Ferrari. I guarantee you I have probably less than 30 pages. He was stressed, so he had the team bring her into the pit, or like to like the engineer stand, so she could talk to him in the helmet and like just calm him down. That literally made me want to cry and throw up at the same exact time. Wow. Okay, that's all I'm gonna tell you. I'll come back when the book is finished in like 10 minutes and I'll give you my opinions on it. I loved this fucking book. This is a 5-star book. It's I loved the forbidden romance of it. The tension between Noah and Maya was so electric that like I felt the tension in my body when they would like look at each other, have these cute little moments. The characters are so complex and real. So we have Noah, who's an F1 little driver man, but he's not just an F1 driver who's cocky. He's loyal. He's becoming emotionally vulnerable with Maya. And then Maya, she's just witty. She's strong. And she wants to succeed with what she wants to do, not what others think she needs to do. And like their connection's just like so authentic because he wants what's best for her. And then she just loves all the parts that he doesn't show everyone else. Thing I loved as somebody who's on their second full season of an F1 fan is that this book offers just enough detail about racing, the race weekends, the lifestyle, that it's believable, but it's not overwhelming you with like the romance that is also placed within this book. It just adds on to that fast-paced, high-stakes type lifestyle that they do live. I absolutely adore this book. It was just so good. This series is definitely now on my radar. I will be purchasing book 2 eventually, but I'm going to go ahead and continue working for the rest of the day, and I'll check back in with you guys when we get to our next book. Good morning, sweet baby girls. It is now Thursday, and it's time for us to start our new book, which is Coming in Hot by Josie Juniper. I found this at a local bookstore, and the cover was just hot, and that's why I bought it. We have a journalist who goes into auto racing journalism, and then she meets the team principal, Klaus, and I'm assuming they fall in love. Or at least I hope they do. But I'm going to go ahead and update my Fable, to update all this stuff to this is the book I'm currently reading. I have a meeting at 11, so I'll probably gonna read a little bits and pieces until I can get on that meeting, and then I'll just read throughout lunch. This is a relative short book. It is 323 pages, so halfway. My goal is halfway today, so. Okay, so it is now 12:30. I just got done eating lunch. I did read a little bit. I'm now on chapter 3, page 31. The start of this book, like the first chapter of this book, put me in a chokehold. What do you mean? I'm not going to give you guys any spoilers for this book because I feel like this is a fairly new book. But Klaus and Natalia, she's hot. He's hot. I'm in it. Met at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. They just reconnected in Melbourne, and then now we are in Bahrain. The Bahrain Grand Prix is chapter 3. And it's dual POV, so we're getting Natalia's point of view and Klaus's point of view. I think chapter 3 is the first Klaus point of view that we're getting, but I'm going to continue reading for the rest of my lunch break, and I'll check back in. And she passed away, and then we're getting glimpses into Natalia's life as well, and they just are constantly running into each other because they work for the same business. I'm really excited to see how their relationship flourishes, but I do have music bingo tonight, so a lot of reading will not get done, which sucks because I do want to try to get at least 50% through this book, and I'm not doing great at that, so we'll see what happens. But so far it is so cute. Their banter and their connection and how they understand each other is just chef's kiss. Okay, it's confession time. I fear I got 100 pages in and I stopped reading. I didn't pick this book up after the last time we talked. I'm enjoying it, but I'm also ready for it to be over, and I think it's because I read Throttled, which was driver focused, and this one's about team principal, so it doesn't have that same like adrenaline factor in it. But I'm dedicated to this damn video idea, so I'm going to read some while I'm on my lunch break right now, and then in between meetings that I have this afternoon, because I'm busy this weekend and this video needs to go up. So we're gonna go ahead and jump back in and hopefully make some progress. Talia just got a raise at her job, and her next assignment is she has to write a piece on Klaus, the team principal for Emerald, to make people fall in love with him. She wants it to be like a billionaire. Her boss wants it to portray as a billionaire romance. And she said, I'm screwed. Klaus also gifted Natalia a necklace a while ago, and something happened and they're no longer friends, so he gave it back to her. Instead, use it to fulfill one of your dreams, which is to upgrade a library in her hometown. So she kept it, like she took it back from him after hesitation, and he called the library in her hometown and donated $30,000 of it in case she wanted to keep the necklace instead. Where are these men? Okay, I've made it. I'm 56% through this book, which I didn't think would be possible. But we found out some imposing information about Klaus, and Natalia got the information. She's willing to throw it away and not do her job and report. But he's about to tell her more about the details of it, because he said like what's on the USB drive isn't the full story, and he wants to tell her the full story. Okay, so it is now 10:15 and I've officially finished Coming in Hot. I will say I probably up until the last 50 or so pages is when things like got really interesting. There's like a lot of miscommunication happening throughout this book, which usually doesn't bother me, but I really was not looking forward to finishing this book. And I think, like I said before, it's just because like this isn't about an F1 driver, so the suspense isn't there at all for me. But the last couple 50 pages, my light died, is when things got really interesting. Do I feel like it was rushed because we had 160 pages of just miscommunication? That not one small thing, one big thing he did, one grand gesture, two really, resolved all their issues. It wasn't my favorite, and that's fine. It's okay. I've had Throttled, which is so good. If I had to give this a rating, I would say like a 3.25. Like, you can read it. It's good. I personally just did not enjoy it as much as I thought I would. So, my bad. Alright, you guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for reading F1 books with me. We found a really good book and a book that just didn't get pole, unfortunately. But like I said before, let me know if there's any other sport books I should make into a series, like reading hockey books for a week. Whatever you guys may think, let me know down below, and I will see you in the next video. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! Alright, you guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for reading F1 books with me. We found a really good book and a book that just didn't get pole, unfortunately. But like I said before, let me know if there's any other sport books I should make into a series, like reading hockey books for a week. Whatever you guys may think, let me know down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!